are going to be using their Earthshatter to build up stun on the boss. I'm not going to be using Overwhelming Presence, so you can kind of see how quickly it does actually build that up. This is with 90. As you can see, this is going to be with 93% stun threshold. It still rips right through and gets the stun on him pretty quickly. Pretty effective because your shouts will also throw in some stun once you pop all the spikes at the end, but you can kind of see as we stampede in, the jagged grounds that are set up are going to add a lot of the jagged grounds from the Ancestral Totems, right? So as it throws each of these Earthshatter spikes and running upheaval for the bosses, you can run upheaval, you don't have to run upheaval, but it throws a bunch of jagged ground out. That jagged ground, along with the spikes from the totem continuously hitting, and then you stampeding over, is going to proc even more. That builds up a ton of stun from a bunch of smaller hits. We pretty much get the instant stun on map bosses and most other ones, even base level pinnacle bosses, it will instant stun. And especially if you're running Overwhelming Presence, because that's going to reduce their threshold by 29% for this particular one. If I slot this in, say instead of Blink, with 18 levels, that's going to be the same, 28, because it's not for melee skills. But either way, you're going to have a lot of stun build up. As soon as that stun hits, or it's getting close to, you just hit your Infernal Cry so that you've got your next one-shot ability, wherever that's going to be, or main damage ability. Then you're going to Seismic to explode the pillars, which does even more damage, and it sets you up for the free Aftershock. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So you throw out your 3 totems, and I've got 3 because of this passive tree points, right? So I went down here and took this totem point, and then I instilled this one. So that gives me 3. If you have 2, you have 2, but each one of those totems appears to effectively be able to cast, have 3 spikes out. So with Earthshatter upgraded, it gives you a maximum of 9 spikes, and we got these maximum 9 spikes with it qualityed up, because you get 3 more, and it appears that each of these totems can do 9, so that is 27 chances. If 50% of them hit jagged ground, that's going to be 13-ish that do jagged ground. You run over the top of them, proc them, all that feeding into there. You can run extra stun damage into these guys if you want. I've got it for armor break, so it also armor breaks and sets up so I don't have to do anything else to hit my Sunder and get that guaranteed crit. And then we've got Aftershock passive, and then if you have Seismic, you get 3 Aftershocks, or 2 Aftershocks, but you'll get the guaranteed one, so you'll have 2 for sure, but then you could have 3 from the passives, or from your passive skills. That's basically it. Running the Shockwave Totem as well, because what that's going to do for you, so that's just about it. But Shockwave Totem, the slams right here, says jagged ground erupts when hit by slams. They're throwing 13 jagged grounds. Shockwave is just a little bonus that's going to put out there. You can see that I can get 3 Ancestrals and 1 Shockwave, right? It did 2 because of the passive, but it got rid of 1. So you put your 3 Ancestral, they're pumping out, 27 different spikes in waves of 3 with upheaval, and then this guy's popping off, and every time he hits, and possibly Aftershocks, it makes the jagged ground hit, which is adding that stun damage even faster. And we're able to get him because of the +1 limit here. And then I gave him attack speed, font, and cast quickly, so we get our 3 out. 2, 3, throw 1 of those. They start doing spikes, start smashing. For whatever reason, the game has this Font of Rage thing still active even when these guys go away. Something, at least the look of it stays on the ground, which then still gives you rage. So I don't think that's supposed to be there, but it happens. Gonna break down how the Earth Spikes work with Ancestral Warrior Totem. So it's gonna be the Earthshatter build that puts out some spikes. I'm running Jagged Ground, Break Armor, Font of Rage, Inspiration, for less cost. There's a good interaction with Shockwave Totem. Just kind of your standard ones that you can put into here. You got attack speed, +1 to limit, life, font, and totem placement. The slams from this will trigger the jagged grounds from this, so you can do some ranged clear, or you can run Stampede over the top of it and pop them off as well. So hopefully that helps to explain it a little bit. I think Earthshatter with Ancestral Totems running Jagged Ground support is one of the stronger things that you can do here for Warrior. If you did like it, if it helps, or if you want to try it out or have any comments, any questions, please like, subscribe, especially leave a comment. Let me know if you have any other ideas that work for this. I think it's got great synergy between Shockwave Totem and Earthshatter with the Jagged Ground. I think it's really great for getting the stuns off and allowing you to kind of just use the normal warrior abilities that you're planning on and whatever you've built into your set, and it works really well for getting that quick stun on pinnacles and map bosses and clearing in general. Let me know what you think, and hopefully this can help. Try it out. All right, have a good one.